Hello, I'm Jon Sermon. I'm a church leader based in the UK and also with a strong connection with Uganda in particular and Africa through a charity called Romans 1:11 Trust. And the name of the charity comes from Romans chapter 1 and verse 11, also verse 12, where Paul is writing to the church in Rome saying, I long to come and see you to bring you some spiritual blessing. And then he realizes that sounds a bit one-sided. So it's in verse 12 that he adds, what I mean is you and I will be mutually encouraged by each other's faith. And our charity, Romans 1:11 Trust, is all about mutual encouragement between the UK and Africa. We have arrangements that include twinning local churches in the UK with local churches in Uganda. We have child sponsorship schemes. We have a number of projects, and the biggest element of our work is actually training church leaders in Uganda. And that is an ongoing project. It's been interrupted by the pandemic, going to get back on course, we hope and pray. Now, that theme of mutual encouragement is what I find so helpful about belonging to the Church of Jesus Christ, the body of Christ on earth. And that's the church worldwide. It's not one denomination, it's all of us. And I have to say that today, being the start of Advent, today's Advent Sunday, the period leading up to Christmas, we have had one of our services on Zoom as a joint service of the churches in our area. And so my own church came together with 3 others, and we shared in worship and fellowship with one another. And that's another example of mutual encouragement. And we do need encouragement. I've heard a number of suggestions on the internet and in news headlines and so on that effectively Christmas has to be cancelled this year. Well, it's true that we can't have large wild parties at Christmas, and some of the things that typically happen, like the big festival to switch on the lights in your local town or city or whatever it might be, they simply can't happen for safety reasons. But what is Christmas really about? In this period we call Advent, we're looking forward to Christmas, but we're also recognizing that God impacted the human race by coming to live as one of us in the person of Jesus Christ. And that has made a difference for us now and in the future. And what's more, Jesus promised he will come again. When he does, it won't be like before. It won't be living a normal human life and then dying an undeserved death, which somehow, as our theologians struggle to explain, makes a difference for all of us. But it will be coming to wind things up and bring his kingdom fully into being. But in the meantime, honestly, we can be encouraged because every single one of us is created in God's image. We reflect something of God in us, but we are created for relationship. And my mutual encouragement today is that we are all created for relationship with God. Now, whether we access that is partly down to us. And many people think, well, I'm not good enough for a relationship with God. Well, in one sense, that's absolutely true, but it's true of us all. None of us are good enough. And yet, Jesus chose to give himself to change that. And the reality is, we can be forgiven, restored, treated as good enough because of Jesus. I want to encourage you to explore that. If you can find a local church, for example, that does courses in explaining what the Bible is all about. Some of them are called the Alpha course, or Christianity Explored, or the Emmaus course. And a lot of the churches are doing this online now because we can't meet in normal big meetings. Explore your relationship with God. You could do it on your own by trying praying and reading from the Bible. But you can also do it with other people for mutual encouragement. do look for opportunities. Because as we come out of the most horrific circumstances many of us have ever experienced, we need to look again at our developing relationship with God and get things onto a better footing. God bless you.